Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I was telling you, my dad is supposed to be off of work for 2 weeks. Texted me at 8 this morning and said he was at Jewel. I wasn't up yet this morning though, but he ran in because they needed garbage stickers, and then just a couple of the other things, because we've been like making a list of like the things that we know we've been running out of, because like I'm really good with not to brag or anything, guys, but like I always tend to remember like, oh, we're out of that thing. Like, even a lot of times, I mean, every once in a while I will forget, but I'm really good with remembering or like knowing the last time that we used up something or a lot of something. You know, so like in the back of my mind it is always sitting there being like, oh, I think we need this, or we might need to grab some more of these things or whatever. And normally when I'm at the grocery store, I see that stuff and then I go, oh yeah, we needed to get, you know, like we're almost out of garbage bags, we're almost out of, you know, sandwich bags, we're almost out of, you know, rice, we're almost out of milk. You know, normally things that I use up more though, like the garbage bags and the milk, I don't necessarily, like Jack does the garbage and everything like that, so I don't pay attention to that. And with milk too, I don't use it all that often. But again, like it's always in the back of my mind for like things that I know that we need. My parents both are not really good at that. My mom just completely like, she will just like throw anything in the cart that she like sees at the store. Whereas I'm very much like, oh yes, I know we have that, or I'm 99% sure that we have that, or something like that. My mom is always just like, I'm gonna make all this stuff and we're gonna put all this stuff in the cart, and I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure we have this, and this, you know, kind of thing. You know, and so like I said, it's really hard given the fact that, like, you know, my dad is doing all the grocery shopping because we're like only sending one person out to go to the grocery stores and stuff like that. And so like I said, it's really like just difficult. So like knowing, you know, like I said, like I will sometimes see something at the store and be like, oh yes, we need that, or like, you know, oh, you know, we're out of that, or we're almost out of that, or like, you know, it's a good thing. I do try and make a list for myself on my phone as we run out of things so that I remember or know and stuff like that. But just like going through, especially at Aldi, going through the store and then seeing all the stuff in the aisles, I can remember like what we needed. And so like I said, like my dad is not very good at that. Like he won't necessarily like walk down the aisle and be like, oh, you know what, I think we're running low on this thing, or we think we need more of this or whatever. So we've been having like a running list sort of going, and have it on the refrigerator. So whenever my dad is going out to the store or knows that he is going out, you know, or something like that, he will try and pick up the stuff that he needs. So we're shopping still pretty much once a week, but my dad might go to like Menards like on Wednesday, maybe to Aldi like on Saturday or something like that, because again, some stores don't have everything still. Some stores are out. You know, we haven't used toilet paper or anything, but I've heard that's one thing that a lot of people are out of. The other thing too that my dad says is just like no stores are carrying right now are like cleaning products at all. Like there's no cans of Lysol, there's no wipes, there's like, you know, there's very low and sparse, like, you know, any type of cleaning products and stuff like that. Mainly just like disinfectants and stuff like that, that again people are using a lot of right now. Like I said, it's one thing that he has been trying to when he's been going out, but we really needed garbage stickers, so my dad was going to go to Jewel anyway to get them, because we can't buy them at Aldi. That's something we have to buy at Jewel or like a gas station or something. I think you can buy those at gas stations, I don't know. Anyways, so since my dad was there, he ended up picking up like a couple of little things at Jewel that we knew we needed, because we're not trying to do like a big grocery shopping haul right now, just because again we have a lot of this stuff. After Easter we're going to try and use as much stuff up that we have, but again it's just sometimes like here or there we're like, oh, you know, we have like 3 of the things that we need to make this, but we don't have this one thing. So or you know, we're really low on that. And again, more like snack stuff and things like that too. But you know, like I said, my dad went shopping like last, I don't know, maybe last Wednesday or something like that. So it's almost been a week that we like haven't gone shopping or anything like that. But my dad didn't go over like last weekend. So he went like in the middle of the week. Anyways, so I forgot where I was going with all of that. He went there this morning, picked up a few of the things that we needed, but again, we've got still some things that are on the list of stuff that he wasn't able to find or grab or just forgot because he didn't actually have the list. That's why he sent me the text message this morning, was so that I could send him a picture of the list and the things that we needed, and I wasn't up in time. So my dad got home again by the time I was awake, which I woke up actually kind of late today, hoping to go to bed earlier today. But the good news is, guys, I got 6 vlogs edited for today, and I uploaded 4 that I had already had edited, so it was awesome. I got to a ton of stuff today. I feel really good. For some reason, when I'm really productive, I feel like I actually sleep better. And so like getting that done, getting to laundry and dishes and stuff like that, which I did get to a load of laundry and I did a load of dishes today, and you guys can see got a lot of dishes behind us because obviously after the holidays we're normally backed up with, like, you know, cooking and baking and stuff like that. My mom cooked a lot yesterday, but we just had leftovers for today, so that was really nice. We've still got half of a ham pretty much and half of a vegetarian lasagna left over, so we'll probably end up having that. We had that for leftovers tonight and probably again tomorrow as well. Well, guys, the thing is though, I was doing the dishes today and got a load done and put it in the dishwasher and everything like that, and all of a sudden Matthew comes downstairs and he's like, "What's that smell? Something smells like just like bad Sharpie, like super strong, like Sharpie smell." And I was like, I don't know, like, you know, he came in my room and he's like, "Do you smell that?" And I was like, "No, I can't smell it." And I came out of my room and I was like, "Holy cow, it stinks." I was like, "What is that?" And for probably almost an hour, like, my mom came out too and she's like, "I think it's something electrical." And my dad's like, "It doesn't smell electrical." But we've had a weird problem with the light in the hallway. It's been like flickering kind of, so my mom's like, "Oh my gosh, what if it's like the wires and stuff like that?" And again, my dad's an electrician, so he's like trying to go through everything and kind of debunk stuff and everything like that. For again, probably about an hour, this smell just kind of was lingering. We had the windows open, it smelled nasty. We find out, guys, the piece that goes in the bottom of our dishwasher, which we've already replaced once, you guys can see that there, it melted like almost all the way through. It's supposed to rest on these little things, but this is the second time now that we've had this problem. Not to this extent, but like it happens sort of like this. You guys can see this on this end. We have a cheap dishwasher. I don't like it, but we have it. It runs. To some extent, but this is the second one we've had to replace. This thing, for some reason, when this part, which is like the spray part, comes out of it, sometimes it gets stuck, and when you go to open the thing, it like tips over then and comes, like, the bottom part comes out of place. And so yeah, that must have ended up happening. I turned the dishwasher on, you know, whatever. I'm not normally looking for that because it very rarely happens. Sometimes it will though. I think it's from the water pressure, and either it gets stuck and pulled open, or the water pressure actually causes it to like tip over. So like I said, that ended up happening, and we finally figured out what the smell is. The dishwasher still smells pretty nasty right now, the inside of the dishwasher, but yeah, it like ended up on the hot like part in the bottom that, you know, gets super hot, and that was what ended up getting on there and melted to it, the plastic part, which, like I said, it's supposed to rest on the metal piece, and like normally it's totally fine. But we replaced this maybe about a year, 2 years ago, because again, we did have some problems, and there was also too, like, the inside, because I told you guys too, we have hard water, and so the inside part of it was like just super gunked up, and we couldn't get it cleaned. I tried several things and it wasn't working, so I was like, let's just replace it, because it was like 20 bucks or something like that to replace it. And again, this is after we've had this dishwasher for several years, so I mean, the thing, like I said, could be replaced, and it had a little bit of melting too from a couple of other times when it had fallen over inside the inside the dishwasher. So like I said, we ended up figuring all of that out, and then we ended up ordering it on Amazon. The only problem is we placed an order on Amazon, like, probably, my mom placed one like last week, and because of everything that's going on, you know, and people are ordering and stuff like that off of Amazon, my mom ordered a couple of different things and like a puzzle or something like that, but it's not supposed to come for like a few weeks, like I think up until May almost. Like I said, several of the different items, I don't know where she ordered them from. I don't even know if they were actually Prime you know, like items or whatever. But again, she ended up ordering this stuff and it's supposed to take a while to get here. So I'm like freaking out and I'm like, oh my gosh, if we don't get this piece like in the next month, we're gonna have to be hand washing all of our dishes. Luckily, Amazon does have it, I guess. At least it's only supposed to get here on, or it's supposed to get here by Thursday. So we have like 3 days where we have to wash our dishes by hand, which is thankfully lucky and everything like that. My dad also ended up ordering Jack's birthday present because I told you guys Jack's birthday was on the 8th, and we didn't get his presents because obviously like we're not really trying to go out to the store and stuff like that, again, unless we have to for groceries and stuff like that. A couple of things my parents were planning on getting him anyway were stuff that they were probably going to order online, so they ended up just placing that order on Amazon. Got, I think, 2 of the presents, but I think they're getting more. I don't, like I said, totally know. But long story short, this piece that I'm most worried about, at least, that will be here on most likely on Thursday, which is awesome news. So that was our fun experience for the day, guys. Was that the Sharpie smell was actually melting plastic. And so yeah, like I said, guys, it smelled so strong like Sharpie. It was ridiculous. Like, and not even like Sharpie, like just like permanent marker smell, I guess, because Sharpie has a different kind of smell to it, but it was just horrible. And I was like, the whole house reeked of it. And it's kind of cold outside today, actually. Yesterday's was like in the 60s and stuff, and yesterday and Saturday, and then today is 40s, and it's supposed to gradually get warmer like every day. I think it's supposed to go up like 2 degrees or something like that, but I think it was a high of 40 for today, and then slowly I think it's supposed to get warmer or so, and then by next weekend or the beginning of next week it's supposed to be back in the 60s, which is nice. So like I said, guys, we'll have nice weather, but it was really cold out, and so we had all the windows open, like I said, because it reeked in the house and it was freezing cold, and like the poor furnace is going trying to keep the house warm, and it's like probably really confused because it's like, why is it so cold in here? Just like I was going, why is it so cold in here? And smells. So yeah, it doesn't smell anymore, it's completely gone, but every once in a while if you open the washing machine or the dishwasher, it does smell a little bit. So guys, yeah, like I said, I'm just happy that it will be here faster than like by May, because that was my biggest fear. I was like, okay, quick, if that's what the problem is, somebody get on Amazon and order the new piece, because it is obviously we need it as fast as possible. So it was like $20 or $25 replacements, which isn't a huge big deal, but our dishwasher I think was only like $200, and we've replaced this twice, which has cost us about almost 50 bucks now. You know, I was like, you guys could save that money and probably just like buy a new dishwasher soon, because like our dishwasher is super cheap. Like I said, probably maybe $200 dishwasher, I don't even know. It's just really cheap, and it's a pain. I love it. I love that I have a dishwasher. I love that I don't have to wash all the dishes by hand, but it doesn't clean like a dishwasher should. And so yeah, like I love the washing machine because it's nice and it's decently, like, you know, pretty good price dishwasher, and it works really well. But the dishwasher I have problems with all the time, and I don't like it. And like, my 2 jobs are doing the laundry and doing the dishes. I'd rather do laundry than do dishes, because like I said, even if it is just putting the stuff in the dishwasher, but half the time I'm like, oh, this stuff didn't get cleaned because it wasn't pre-cleaned ahead of time. So that's why we have to pre-clean all of our dishes before we can put them in the dishwasher, because if there's anything on it, it will normally wind up coming off but then spitting it back out on all the other dishes, and it's just like a mess. So that's why, guys, like I said, our fun experience for today, in quarantine. You know, when you're in quarantine, at least it's the little things that entertain you, but it was not so entertaining, especially because we thought it was electrical, and we're like, oh my gosh, what is gonna happen if like it is, and like, you know, we have to leave the house or something like that. And I was like, we have nowhere to go, and there's like no places open. I was like, then I started really freaking out, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then my dad, like I said, took him about an hour, and then he figured I was coming from the dishwasher and not from anything electrical. So yeah, like I said, guys, I think the problem with the light though is the bulb. That's what we're all thinking. That although it's not actually like not working, it just like, I don't know. My dad is really convinced that it's a light bulb, because the same thing was happening with our porch lights, and my dad replaced it and now it works fine. So we think that it might have just been maybe the box of bulbs that those ones came with, and so that maybe is why. But anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sun shiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.